And as the Lakers entered the building, there was a fierce look in their eyes. That's the look of a team out to defend its home court. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And a quick look at how the Suns' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that game against Los Angeles, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take to the floor, and they want to get off to a quick start.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Booker out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Durant, and it's Beal in at the 3. And for Los Angeles, they've got Abdul-Jabbar. Irving is out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Bryant, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1 spot. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
2 on the clock. Hits the three-point bomb.
Right back at you. Durant motivated to put it right in his opponent's face. No better way to do it than with the 3 of his own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Beal to the right side. Plumlee, the pass to Jones. Plumlee in the high post. Durant kicks to Beal. And here's Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
And a deep 3 from Bryant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Plumlee dishes to Jones. Back to Plumlee. Over Abdul-Jabbar. Again, Phoenix.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Now Jones. After the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Plumlee. And he uses the glass on the layup. Plumlee's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Red hot so far. 4 for 4. Cooking with gas. Couldn't draw it up any better.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Booker outside. Booker with the screen for Durant. Pass to Plumlee. Jones kicks to KD. The Suns need to get a shot off, and the shot goes down.
Beal's got such a fluid shooting motion. It really helps him on those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Buries the long-range jumper. Irving's got 9.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Booker. Last season, he played outstanding, and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. Now here's Jones. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Plumlee. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Nowitzki. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, I like that. Confidence and power on display by Nowitzki there. Even when the defense is bumping him and making it tough, he stays right with it.
And that one falls for Nowitzki. One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
Now here's Beal. Cans it from downtown. Beal's got 5 points so far.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
And you know what? That's a shot that great players can make.
Abdul-Jabbar for three. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 assists in the game. Booker the pass to Durant. Here's Booker. And Plumlee kicks to Beal for three. Booker, another three for Phoenix.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Drills the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now here's Plumlee. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
The first one falls. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, after getting swept in the first round last season, everyone around the league had a sense that changes were coming in Phoenix, and now a new coaching staff led by Arizona native Mike Budenholzer, but also finally getting point guards in Tyus Jones and Monte Morris on value deals. They aim to do better this season, and guys, they have that talent with the big three of Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Brad Beal.
Looking for a bit of redemption. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. The Lakers second, the Suns fifth.
The percentage each of these teams shot was just outstanding. I mean, that's a result of unselfishness and great offensive rhythm.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Irving. Again, Los Angeles.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now, here's Dunn. Clock at 6. Pass to Plumlee. Dunn outside. Jones for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, I talked to the Lakers head coach. Now, we spoke about how his team is prepared to try and defend Bradley Beal tonight. Coach said we want to keep that ball out of his hands as much as possible. Make somebody else be the playmaker and scorer. That's our goal. It's a difficult challenge. We'll see if they're successful. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Count that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now here's Beal. He has 5. Jones finds Dunn. Outside, Beal. Outside, Jones. Here's Dunn. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 5 assists tonight.
It's obvious Beal is a bona fide scorer, but he's no ball hog. I mean, he's willing to set other people up, too. You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
They set the pick. Dunn passes to Beal. Plumlee with it. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Fires top of the key. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them. Punch, counter punch, impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
And Booker takes to Beal. Dunn with a screen on Irving. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. Here's Dunn. Following the basket by Jokic. Booker outside. Over in the corner, Allen. Booker the pass to Allen. Back to Booker. There's the triple. Sinks the triple. Booker's got 10.
And the defense works hard on Booker, and they have to. His pure shooting ability will not be denied. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Pass to Allen. Durant in the corner. Back to Allen. Out to the right wing. Now here's Durant. Off target from three-point range.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Bird's checked in. Morris is checked in for Phoenix. Dunn outside. Pass to Nurkic. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Jokic bringing it at the defensive end. Love seeing him get busy at that end of the floor.
And, yes, it's good.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now, here's Nurkic. He picked up 12 points in their last one against the Clippers. Just 2 to shoot. Unloads. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Great play by Bird to set it up. Bird's got his third assist on the night. On the wing, Morris. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Morris. Nurkic, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Morris with the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
The 3. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers lead by 9. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
Johnson is out there with Irving, and then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Bird. And it's Jokic in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now, here's Nurkic. Out to KD. Antetokounmpo with the steal. And Magic Johnson the bucket on the assist by Giannis. Johnson's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Lakers. Morris outside. Outside, KD. Suns moving the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. Shot from the wing. And the rejection by Bird. Irving for 3. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now, here's Durant. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Clippers. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, that jumper's so effortless coming out of Durant's hands. I mean, it's cash money more times than not.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Nurkic, that's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, Greg, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you.
Here's Morris following the basket by Jokic.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Nowitzki's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Second, Luka Doncic. Jokic is third.
And really 2 terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
Now, here is Morris. He has 7. Pass to Nurkic. Over Jokic, and Nurkic gets it to go. Nurkic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And many players shy away from that mid-range shot these days, but Nurkic isn't one of them. He feels good about that shot, and they're fine with him taking it.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And here's Nurkic after Magic Johnson hits the 3. It's Durant on the wing. Allen for 3. Captain coming off the assist from KD. Allen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Fires the 3, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Morris passes to Nurkic. And it's sent back by Jokic. And he gets it back. Nurkic kicks to Allen. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. Ryan is checked in for Bird. And Phoenix also making a switch. Bulls checked in. And the 3 ball is good. Allen's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Jokic with the bucket.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Nurkic a screen on Johnson. Nurkic against Jokic. Now here's Nurkic, guarded closer. Hits it from 3-point range. Allen's got 12 now in this quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And here is Morris, following the 3-pointer by Jokic. Morris passes to Bull. Back to Allen. Nowitzki against Bull. Here's Dunn, and it's sent back by Irving. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Plumlee, he's checked in for the Suns. Jones comes in for Monte Morris. Lakers leading by 13. Bryant from deep 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Pulling up on a dime. Impossible to stop Bryant on that shot.
Plumlee with a screen on Johnson. Pass to Plumlee. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So, Clark, the last couple NBA seasons featuring 14 of the top 15 team offensive ratings in league history.
You know, I think that's testament to the skill level of the players. And certainly you hear some coaches talk about defense being legislated out of the game. It is an entertaining product. That's part of the drive for more offense. But I guess I could agree that there does need to be maybe a touch more balance and not so tilted toward the offense. Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Jones, the pass to Plumlee. Back to Jones. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged about 26 points a game last year, 12 rebounds and 9 assists. You can't understate his impact on the backboards.
Right. I mean, that's where he's one of the best in the business. Hard to outfight him on the glass.
And the basket by Kobe.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Booker with the screen for Bull. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Bull. Good ball movement here by the Suns. He gets that one. 10 points for Mason Plumlee. Johnson kicks to Nowitzki. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists now in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Plumlee sets the pick for Jones. And it's sent back by Irving.
And not many guys Irving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism. And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Now here's Beal. 5 points in the game. Here is Plumlee. Jones finds Booker. Here's Bol. Knocks down the 3 ball. Bol's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Wow, don't see the quick trigger out of Bol very often, but it was on display there.
And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one. Suns trail by 21. Clark, what we appreciate, for some players, success can change them, but not for Jokic. He seems like the same guy.
He certainly does, boy, and he is special. He is so much fun to watch. Seems to be even-keeled and down the earth, but his game is heaven sent for sure.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pass to Bol. Jones with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Bucket is good. Jones has got 7 points.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
And here's Jones following the 3-pointer by Jokic. And Plumlee kicks to Booker. Plumlee dishes to Booker. And it's Beal in the corner. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Beal's got his 3rd basket of the night. And here's Jokic outside. Irving. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Devin Booker.
This is why Irving is a challenge to cover. I mean, he's crafty, and he can actually bait you into overreacting.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And with this score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Los Angeles. Both free throws good for Irving. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
They don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit. 3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
Now here's Jones. He's got 10. Outside, Beal. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Pulls up on the wing, and it's Phoenix scoring again. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Puts up a deep 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
On a dime. Shea got right where he wanted for that shot.
Now Beal. He's got 8. Plumlee with a screen on Irving. Beal, that's for 2. And it's Phoenix scoring again. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Lakers. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Phoenix Suns. Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my goodness. I make a lot more money, Ernie, than I did in my playing days, especially if you consider that all guys do is dunk and shoot threes, and as many threes as I did, oh, my God.
Yeah, and I'd be out there getting every rebound and slamming Kenny's bricks for the putback slams because none of these bigs today want any piece of prime Diesel.
So let me get this straight. You would both be amazing. What a shock. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Lakers.
We knew they wanted a track meet. And, man, they got it. What a pace they've set.
Very hard to beat them at their own game. They wear you out, and we've still got a whole other half to go. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Durant is out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Plumlee in at the 5.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And here's Jones following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant. And Beal kicks to Booker, and it's Beal in the corner. Jones, the pass to KD. Shot clock at 5. Here's Plumlee. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
Here is Plumlee, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Lakers leading by 23. Outside, Kobe for the 3. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Now here's Plumlee. Pass to Booker. Plumlee with a screen on Kobe. Shot clock at 6. Tries from 7. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 12.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker, and now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact. Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Now here's Booker. He's got 12. And it's sent back by Bryant.
Great defense that time by Kobe. elite at that end of the floor, too.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and there it is for him. Abdul-Jabbar's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Back to Jones. Outside for Beal. Shot clock at 3. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And now we get a chance to check out Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Great showing for him last season. And he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And looking back at his number 2 steal rate, yeah, he did gamble a little bit, you're right. But he also played some hard-nosed on-ball defense, and that was key. Nowitzki outside. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Nowitzki's got 18 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Booker the bounce pass. Jones against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Durant. Plumlee finds Durant. Jones for 3. Drills it from outside. He's got 15.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now Jones following Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's three-point attempt. Back to Jones. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Beal, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And the concentration Beal has while shooting. I don't even think he notices the defender. Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Phoenix calls timeout. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Number 1, Luka Doncic. Second, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And what an option either of those two guys give you. They're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
Los Angeles on D. KD dishes to Jones. Outside, Beal. 6 to shoot. Pass to Plumlee. Over Abdul-Jabbar, and it's Plumlee that time on the assist by Booker. 12 points for Mason Plumlee.
You know, his offense can be a bit streaky, but he looks sharp there.
And the shot is good from Nowitzki.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
And here's Plumlee, defended by Abdul-Jabbar. The shot's good from Plumlee. Plumlee's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one. And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now here's Plumlee. He's got 14. Pass to Booker. And here's Plumlee. Over Irving. And it's sent back by Irving. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Incredible range from Gilgeous-Alexander, making a tough shot look easy.
Bryant from way outside. They get it again. And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title. emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. The hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Suns. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
I don't think KD's mid-range game gets enough recognition. I mean, if he has any kind of space, that mid-range shot is like a layup for him. Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Now here's Jones. He's got 18. Pass to Beal. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Good, it's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got his 7th assist here tonight. The shot by Abdul-Jabbar, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. KD sets the pick for Plumlee, and they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And the Lakers making a change here. Bird's checked in, and the Suns here with a different look. Nurkic checked in for Plumlee. Bol comes in for Kevin Durant. Donnie's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Morris subbed in for Jones. Here's Booker after Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's score. And here's Nurkic. Back to Booker. Morris kicks to Bol. Here's Dunn. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
The shot's good from Bryant.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Morris looking over the floor. Abdul-Jabbar against Nurkic. And there's the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Nurkic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And get out of the way. Nurkic drives with tremendous physicality.
He made 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since then. I tell you what, you can't shake your head at that.
Now, here is Morris. He has 7. It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. From deep three-point land, Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. And the basket by Nowitzki. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Los Angeles.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And another thing they've really excelled at tonight is protecting the rim. Shooters keep getting their shots swatted away by this squad.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Grayson Allen's checked in for Phoenix. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shootout this team.
Now, here's Nurkic. He has 6. Yep, that one goes.
Going to work. Nurkic puts forth such an effort on offense. That's what gets him his looks.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And the call is going to be,
screen.
yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And here's Bird for 3. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
6 on the shot clock. Morris finds Allen. Bangs home the trifecta. Allen's got 15.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Morris with the ball. Here's Dunn, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, able to put on a show for the ages. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Magic Johnson. Jason Tatum is out there with Bird. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Doncic in at the point. That's the Laker 5. Here's Nurkic after Luka Doncic's bucket. Nurkic the pass to Allen. Here's Dunn. And the rejection by Bird. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Lakers. McGrady comes in for Luka Doncic. Here's Nurkic, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Jordan's checked in for Tracy McGrady.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Pass to Allen. Now, here's Nurkic. 6 to shoot. Back to Allen. And here's Morris for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And don't be surprised if we see a lot more of that to come. I mean, when he gets...
Oh, and there he puts it down! Oh, my goodness.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now, here's Nurkic. Down low. Dunn kicks the ball. Here's Nurkic. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots, so when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
And Jordan gets it to go.
Yeah, a nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Now, here's Nurkic. Over Jokic. And it's Phoenix scoring again. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. They host the Kings after this game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
One of Magic's favorite shots, the pull-up.
Nurkic, a screen on Johnson. Pass to Nurkic. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Here's Johnson. Bol making his last shot. Johnson, good. Morris against Johnson. Nurkic setting the pick for Morris. Pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
So it's Phoenix now, following the bucket by the Lakers. Nurkic kicks to Morris. Allen inside the three-point line and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. McGrady comes in for Michael Jordan. And the Suns here with a different look. Plumlee, he's checked in for Nurkic. Beal comes in for Bol. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Grayson Allen. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Monte Morris. And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
Here's Jokic following the basket by Mason Plumlee, and he gets the bucket.
And right now, Jokic has it going on. He's doing whatever he wants to out there.
Done outside. They set the pick, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Back when you played, Greg, the offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. Every month, something's going on.
Kevin, I love Vegas Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future. And also the trades and signings. The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league.
Here's Jones after the basket by the Lakers. Pass to Plumlee. Now Kevin Durant over Tatum. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
They're right in Durant's grill, but I like that, but it's not going to bother him. He gets the shot off anyway.
Jokic from deep three-point territory. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Beal dishes to Plumlee. Doncic way outside. Kept alive. Johnson, the pass to Jokic. And here's Doncic from the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. The Suns have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Plumlee with a screen on Doncic. Jones, the pass to Plumlee. And it's sent back by Jokic from deep three-point land. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
KD on the wing. And Booker kicks to Beal. High post, KD. Pass to Beal. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Plumlee. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Plumlee's got 4 points this quarter. To the inside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
I like how assertive they've been. I mean, trying to bully that defense on the inside, and they've done that throughout this second half.
And over the last 2 years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it, but I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success has certainly continued to keep that pipeline going.
Now here's Booker. Plumlee in the high post over Jokic, and it's sent back by Jokic. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Some changes for the Lakers. Giannis comes in for Jason Tatum. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Doncic. And here's Jokic outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jokic has got 34.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Here's Johnson. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He's got 23.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now here's Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Booker kicks to Jones. Beal, that's for 2. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Beal, the pass to Plumlee. Outside Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Jones. Here's Beal. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Beal is always a scoring threat, but right now we're seeing what happens when he's in the zone.
Giannis outside. Here's Bird. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Plumlee with a screen on Johnson. Pass to Plumlee. We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jokic.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Good on the triple.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball. Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.